Welcome back to Roguetech, and welcome back to Challenge Run No Tech, No Mechs. So we're still at 14 mech tech, and that keeps our salvage limit at 55 tons, and we have to scrap anything above 35 that goes down. I would like to rebuild the Legionnaire with the new rack tin that we got. Now, I will pop in with the Panther just to look at this. I did read it between episodes and found that the rack tin risk, interestingly, says, first of all, it's got the accuracy penalty per 2 shots fired, 2 recoil per shots above 2. So that means we could fire it ×2, I believe, without an accuracy penalty and without recoil. I believe that's what that means. So with our 30 shots, we could actually fire for 15 rounds. And then it has a 6% jam chance at that point. When using ×7 or more shots. So I don't know what to expect when I actually toss this on a mech. I do see the stability damage to self fired per shot, or per fired shot, reduced by piloting and unit tonnage. So I think that means if we are meleeing and shooting into people's back with it, and we go ×6, that we will pretty much have the same effect as if we were to charge. I believe that's what that means. Regardless, I'm very excited to use it, and the only way that I can get it to work on the Legionnaire is to get a smaller core for the Legionnaire, because the 350 core it has is big. I experimented between episodes with buying the 315 core, and 315 loses 1 hex of move and sprint in exchange for being able to drop the combat shield and run our reactive armor to reduce the missile and area of effect damage we have, or that we take, as well as, more importantly, reducing the chance for through armor crits by 90% and the damage taken for through armor crits or through armor damage by 100%. This will help protect the volatile caseless ammo that we have for the rack tin. And yeah, that's what I hope to be able to do. Now, in order to do that, we need money, because the core itself is 1.2 million. And we're not going to be able to do that this financial report. So I'm hoping that when we tick over the financial report, we will then be in a position to buy a core to put in the Legionnaire to rebuild it into a monster of a mech. It's going to be fun. But yeah, the Clint is currently just being partially worked on. So it's not going to be droppable by the time we finish. I could build it out into something. And if I were to build it out, specifically using a bunch of armor, get the head armor up, get the back armor up, something like 40, 40, and 60, something like that. Yeah, we would need more tonnage to be able to also put weaponry on it. That said, we do have a medium laser center, medium laser side, and we could put another medium laser on the right. Have 3 medium lasers as well as the tag, and then drop a ballistic weapon. But all the ballistic weapons we have are chonky. So the lightest one is the UAC-5. In order to make that work, we'd have to save 5.6 tons. And that is not happening. So rather than have a Clint running around with just some medium lasers, I'm actually going to build the Panther instead. It's lighter in tonnage, it has less work to be done on it, and yeah, it's safe if it explodes. So I'm going to armor up a bit and see what we can do with it. I have some ideas, but mostly it's just a matter of not wanting... So in order to make the Legionnaire build work, I need to use the reactive plating and I need to use the clan Indo. So the only way I'd be able to put Indo on the Panther is once the Legionnaire's work is done. So for now, I could put the Clan Pharaoh on. And honestly, Clan Pharaoh has case built in, so that's not a bad idea. And that lets us armor up a bit more than we otherwise would. But we're already at 7 days. I would definitely want more armor than that. Something like that. And then 50 on the arms. And we're already pushing capacity. But I can drop the heavy rifle and upgrade that to the UAC-5, which, as I mentioned, is our lightest ballistic weapon. We only actually need 1 bin of ammo to fire it 10 rounds in ×2 mode. And that's assuming it never jams, which it will. 10% chance mitigated by gunnery and jam modifiers, so assuming a Mechwarrior in this mech has 4 gunnery, then that's still a 6% chance to jam every round we fire ×2. So, that puts us here. And I actually want to drop the fluid gun. It's not really doing much, except against vehicles. And replace it instead with... where is it? One of the medium lasers. The UAC-5 has a max range of 840. So, to be able to stand further back, I think we will use the ER medium. And, yeah. Then we can put the tag also on the arm for higher hit chance. And with that, we actually have a decent build that lets us armor up more. So, hopefully, after we're done working on it... Yeah, I don't think there's anything else that I would really want to do here. It only has the 1 ballistic and 1 support hardpoint not used. I could see an argument for the AMS flare. But I could also see an argument for keeping the AMS flare. Oh! We can take the AMS... So, I'm pretty sure that with the TSM and the 7-ton hatchet on the Legionnaire, we would still have enough capacity for the bolt-on AMS that's on the Valkyrie. So I think I do want to put the AMS flare onto the Panther. And I don't think there's anything else to really add. It can't handle any more jump jets. If we were to put the larger engine core, so just hypothetically, dropping 2 heat sinks. So the 180 core would bring us from 34 to 36. It would make us a lot faster, but there's a trade-off there. I mean, 4.6 going up to 5.7. 1 more hex. That's not nothing. And all we'd have to do is drop the medium laser. That doesn't feel good. Drop some jump jets. That feels better. Honestly? Yeah. That. And then we have an extra ton left. So... we already have case built in from the Pharaoh. So if the AC-5 ammo goes pop, then it doesn't travel to center. I do wish it had another medium hardpoint, another energy hardpoint. We could definitely slot that other medium laser in, but this is fine. This is completely fine. And with that extra ton, we'll just armor up then. Armor up, armor up. I think we can actually just max the armor, now that I'm thinking about it. Nope, not quite. So... that's fine. The left side, if it pops, we just lose the medium laser in the tag. Yeah, that's fine. And I think that's literally the build we're going to go with. So it takes 21 days. Oof. That is a lot of time. But it's fine. We have enough for the financial report. So it's fine. But that will allow us to have a quite reliable Panther. It'll be a lot less underwhelming than the Panther that we dropped in the last mission. We also won't have to wait as long if it has to evac out. So if we put that to the top, we have 21 days there. Mech Bay 2 is working at 100% efficiency, so that means we'd be repairing at the same speed. So 12, 16, 21. Everything except for the Valkyrie would be ready to drop at the same time. Yeah, I think that's the play. The Yellow Jacket, we still don't have a Mechwarrior that can fly a helo, so there isn't one to hire either. Do we want to travel during those 21 days? So, oh yeah, I also haven't gone over the 3151 map. 3151 map is very similar to the era before it. You have Free Worlds League, but you have this Wolf Empire where Comstar used to be. And also spread into some Steiner space and some Merrick space. So, that's fun. Still have the clans in their position here. Then there's some other factions like Tamar Pact and the Havens. So, yeah, it's an interesting grab bag of different various factions that I have actually never heard of, as well as the old classics. And Draconis, for some reason, is swept towards the core of Davian space. So it's a neat map. But for now, I would definitely rather stay in Taurian space, since the Taurians like us. Now, part of the reason why the shops are so nice on this place is because of the Rich tag, the Travel Hub tag, I believe, the Capital tag, the Megacity tag, the Mining tag, and the... I think the Chemicals tag as well. Yeah, products that use them. So, cores. If we travel anywhere else, there's a decent chance that the shop will have less on offer. But I would like to get to a place where there is a helicopter pilot I can hire. I don't want to go too low, though, because I effectively can't drop on 0 or half chevron missions. So I think 2 chevron is probably the absolute lowest. And even then, the missions would cap out at 4.5. So... Manufacturing planet. Manufacturing, moderate population. Basically, any of these systems we travel to will be able to make it before our mechs are done being repaired. And I definitely want to move somewhere to see about a new hiring hall. Research World's interesting. But that's the only tag. Yeah, I think we're going to fire off for Rich Research. Ooh, travel contract available. So, Jansen's Hold. What mission is there in Jansen's Hold? Travel missions are at the bottom. Huh. The Capellans, eh? The Capellans fighting the Taurians? Then we could work for also attacking the Taurians on behalf of local government. I mean... I'm not opposed to having my travel paid for, but those are some pretty high chevron difficulties. Now, I'm pretty sure that travel contracts are generated based on the system difficulty of the place you're at, not the place you're going. So there's a chance if we wait for the financial report to tick over that we might get a travel contract that is more promising. Or it could be worse. Or we could see the core that we want to buy in the store. Let's just wait for the financial report. Let's go. Alright. So we're going to hit the finance... Oh. Yeah, Varric, go ahead. Get the athletic tag. Nice. Nice. It's always nice whenever the Mechwarriors just get an event that upgrades them. Does make it a little more expensive to keep going, but that's fine. And of course we're going to stay extravagant. It's not that much more quite yet. Our barracks is not too large. I'm pretty sure the hiring hall doesn't... No, it does not reset on the financial report, but the store does, so let's see what that looks like. Alright. We have AC2, AC10, double AC2 quick sell. Okay. Engine core, 105, 120. 325 might work. It won't be quite as much tonnage as the 315 gave, but it should be close, which means I could probably still make the build work. So yeah, let's stick around here until after the next mission in 14 more days. I'm actually kind of tempted to stop work on the Valkyrie just to make sure that we don't go over. I think I will. I think I will. Stop work on the Valkyrie. Yep. Cool. It is still droppable, so not that big of a deal. It is still droppable. Alright, what missions do we have? We need about 1.2 million C-bills on top of repairs while keeping the budget to financial report as well as work on. Okay. I was looking at the duo duel for a second and then I realized, no. We do not have 2 units that dropping together would 100% be able to handle the duo duel without too much issue. I mean, the Legionnaire is really good at taking hits, but right now that's kind of all. As soon as the Rack 5 jams, it's pretty useless. So yeah, we're not going to do the duo duel. If it was a solo duel, I might be tempted, but it's not. Escort? Escort tends to be pretty easy money. Rapid and immediate, I'm thinking no intel and expect nasty surprises. Yep, sounds about right. We would be against the Taurians, though. Whereas, an urgent matter here, we could be working for the Taurians, which would help. So, 15% extra job payout. And we'd be closer to the next, which would be 25% job payouts. As well as 5% cheaper stores. So 1.8 million would absolutely get us everything we need. Remains of a decimated local government company. I mean, that's one priority pick for 400,000. Even an XL engine would only get us 125. So this is the only way to get enough money this financial report. Assuming the 325 engine even works. I mean, I definitely want a couple priority picks. Yeah, let's do it. I could drop the Valkyrie again. I mean, it didn't take that much damage. Still has 28 on the left side, or on the right side. 21 on the right arm. Right arm has the light PPC. Right torso has everything else. So as long as we were twisting, and right leg as well. So basically the right side took a beating. As well as a little bit center. Hypothetically, as long as we kept the left side towards enemies, Varrock should be fine. Yeah, let's do it. Yep. Alright, here we go. Quick money mission, hopefully. I see one objective marker. That doesn't mean they don't have a supporting lance, but it does mean that right at the start. Fog, okay. So right at the start, we know of one lance. And we seem to be able to drop in a radius around it. So I think it might just be the one singular lance. Am I thrilled about walking straight at them with everyone in line for stray shots? No. Am I thrilled about having the high ground? Yes. That's why we're dropping here.
Commander.
So if there's just a single lance, yeah, I am definitely going to peel off to the super high ground with my Valkyrie. Also hiding behind a rock until we have more information. I see a tank, a Zukov, a Stiletto, a Thunderbolt, and a Marsden 2. It's probably a primitive Thunderbolt, but for it to have a 65-ton mech, it probably has a pretty big core.
Ready for orders.
That's cool. We might not have to buy the core after all. But yeah, tanks to the front. Yeah, I'm seeing a 75-ton vehicle with double AC-10 federated SRM-6 and a lot of armor to chew through. The Thunderbolt has 841 out of 1256. Not sure what's going on with that, but okay.
Confirmed.
I wonder if perhaps that is, it has primitive armor, which reduces its armor capacity, or its actual effective armor compared to its capacity. That might be what's going on there.
Yes, Commander.
But we will find out soon enough. Yes, I will absolutely take 9 evasion. Beautiful. And then our tanky mech, rather than sprinting to the front, I'm just going to activate the combat shield and walk forward. It's not really a melee mech yet. Not really. So, walk for 6. Shield arm towards enemy. And brace. So, we'll see how well this goes. Yeah, the Marsden 2. That's interesting. The Stiletto is just a bunch of energy weapons. I mean, I think I'm going to reserve. I want to draw out some fire before I send out the already damaged light mech. Ow. I believe that was a large laser, a flamer, and 3 mediums. Also, even in the snow region, he is hot. Very, very hot. 8 evasion.
Confirmed.
Shooting the either Zukov or Stiletto in the back. Oh, no, not from here. From here, it's just the Zuko. Zukov takes some damage, nothing major. There's the Thunderbolt. Yep, that's a heavy mech. It has a lot of weapon systems.
Got something you want done?
I think I go something like this. It looks like minimum range is 1, 2, 3, 4 hexes. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this should be out of minimum range. So yeah, we're gonna start with that. Try to shoot the stiletto in the back, because he doesn't have very much armor back there.
Taking the shot.
Beautiful.
Yeah?
The Legionnaire can kick the stiletto, punch the stiletto. It's pretty good. Punch. Get the rat going. Then again, I think I'd rather move towards dealing with Thunderbolt. Yeah.
Confirmed.
Yeah, ×3.
All weapons, fire. Yup.
Keep our accuracy from getting too low. Alright, so we can have no line of sight to the enemies over there and firing on the Thunderbolt. Love to see it. Tag?
I got you.
Tag hit. Alright, so that's the most important thing. Zukov falling back. Missing everything. You'll love to see it. That's beautiful.
Receiving you.
Alright, and then from cover, the Valkyrie will continue keeping left side towards enemies and firing on the Thunderbolt. Cool. If we can keep him PPC jammed,
What are your orders?
keep the tag online. I can't actually get down from up here. You know what? That's fine. So that's obstructed, that's not obstructed.
You got it.
So yeah, we tagged the Thunderbolt, and now we're going to get away from him so he can't shoot us. Does my hit chance increase? Yes, my hit chance does increase. I'm going to go ×1, just in part because the higher the hit chance is, the less likely it is we stray shot.
What do you need?
Heh. I can actually hit him in the back. 53%. Okay, so if I go passive on the combat shield, still 58%, but now I have 2 punches. My punches could open him. My rack has a great hit chance. Let's go for it. I'm only losing 10% damage reduction. Beautiful. Now, I only did 26 damage. So that's... Oh, because it was adding the 26 and 26 into 52. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm pretty sure that's going to have him within... Yeah, he's within minimum range. So I am definitely better off doing this.
On the move.
Again, just continuing to try to scramble the scariest targets. Try to shred through the back armor of the Zuko. Although... Okay, first of all, before I even bother with... that's a great hit chance. That's a less great hit chance. Okay, so I can't hit him in the back, so I'm going to go for the back strike. I can... Alternatively, I could go for a back strike in the stiletto. I think... I'm going to take the 5... can I anywhere over here? Yes. Well, obstructed. Okay. So without obstructed line of sight, there isn't really anywhere I can hit the Thunderbolt in the back. But he's unsteady. You know, even within minimum range, nah. Let's just, 57, 57, is that the best? I think that's the best I can get. Still hitting him in the back. But that's good enough.
Move order received.
That's good enough. Yeah, he's still got a decent chunk of armor back there.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
So, until we manage to start getting like through armor crits or something, he's gonna be a lot to deal with. Stiletto zooming, still firing just about everything. Overheat. That's amazing.
Waiting for orders.
And that's why I'm not focusing him. Even though he has a lot of Alpha Strike, there's a chance that he will shut down every third or every other turn that he fires. The Valkyrie can't really get a good angle on anyone. But I can PPC scramble the Thunderbolt. Or the Zukov. Okay. Can I PPC scramble the Zukov? No. Potentially the Marsden, though. Well, yeah. Obstructed line of sight to the Thunderbolt is acceptable. Hopefully I don't regret this. We'll see. We will see. Nope. Thunderbolt's going for the Vedette. Which is, losing some armor. Ow. Yep, fair. Marsden also didn't move. Ooh. Ow.
Internal structure damage.
Okay. So the Zukov also didn't move. Yeah.
Yeah?
And it is now time. We actually can't melee him in the back. Okay. In that case, combat shield active. And we will just rack in the back. Right there.
Moving
Right
position.
there. I know I'm in the thermal. It's fine. Yeah. Oof. One hit. He is open, but only one hit. So we would have to follow up with that.
Confirmed.
Just that. Unless everything misses, of course. Yeah, our Valkyrie needs to
Battlemech power up detected.
get out of the way. Meanwhile, absolutely.
Commander.
Panther coming in, fresh armor, ×2.
Stand still, dummy.
Alright. Tagged as well as almost open in the rear. Okay. If I can get the angle from behind, 52%. That is such a high crit chance. If I can crit him out, that's a lot of work.
On the move. Full speed.
That's a lot of work done. It also gets the Vedette actually away from the Zukov, which might keep it alive longer.
Confirmed.
Nope, no crits. Unfortunate.
Receiving you.
Okay, that's hilarious. So, if I'm willing to risk the Zukov shooting at me again, I can take a shot on the Thunderbolt. That could theoretically kill. Instead, I think I'm gonna hide. Yeah, I'm gonna hide.
Acknowledged.
Valkyrie's gonna tuck behind a rock and sit tight. wait until there's less things that could be...
Ah, damn it!
Oof.
I took one in the meat.
Yep, that's bad.
Yes, Commander.
Okay, so the Valkyrie's gonna reserve. Stiletto. Doing a lot of damage. Yep, fair enough.
I'm under heavy fire here.
Skipper,
Alright. The Ultra AC5, ER Medium, and the tag. Yeah.
I'm there.
If we can kill the Zukov, that is a lot of damage off the board.
Target locked. Enemy 6, Skipper.
It's tagged.
Waiting for orders.
It is tagged.
What's up, boss?
Just a sliver remaining of its health. Yeah.
Let's move.
So, I've reserved the Valkyrie down to 1. If the Zukov is dead, it will be the last thing to go in the round.
Yeah.
Plus, the Vedette's better at backstriking for crits anyway. I could go 5 evasion. Yeah, that's worth it.
Location confirmed.
5 evasion. The damage side is away from the enemies, and...
Give him everything I've got.
Okay, he's unsettled, but that is not a crit. Fair enough. Fair enough. Alright, so now that it's getting to turn 1, I have to decide...
Aye, aye.
Oh, never mind. Never mind.
I'm here.
Let me melee him. Why won't you let me melee him?
Stand
Oh,
by.
that's unfortunate. Well, I mean, I can still shoot him. What if I toggle the combat shield? Will that make the melee work? No. Nope. Alright. Toggle back active then. Ah, but if I can't melee... Okay, I can melee here. That will give me the damage reduction. And potentially kill. And, since the Legionnaire just acted, I should have toggled the combat shield off. Get the extra damage instance. Ow. Ow.
My internals are taking a beating.
Waiting for orders.
But that does free up the Valkyrie to step
Location
out
confirmed.
and try to finish the Thunderbolt. 70.4,
Firing on
50.4.
mark.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope. Alright. Okay, it's just leg. That's fine. If if the leg gets destroyed, we do fall down, which is not ideal. But it's fine. There. That's the spot. Right
I'm
there. Moving drops our stability damage. We're still able to hit the Zukov in the back.
I'm on him.
Unfortunately, not a kill. It is tagged again. So our hit chance with everyone else should be higher. Stiletto. Uh-oh. Okay, he's doing nothing. Good.
Receiving you.
This is the thing. There's no way that the Valkyrie will be able to get into position to try to kill the Zukov. So I think the right play is to... Oof. That hit chance, though. I was going to say the right play, I think, is to go for the backstrike on the Zukov, but... 39s. Alternatively... 52s, even if I'm still within minimum range. Or get no evasion and have 87. Yeah. That.
On it.
Hopefully the vedette soaks fire and doesn't die.
All weapons. That hit something.
Okay. Panicked.
Standing by.
Engine primitive crit. Now I definitely go for the backstrike on the Zukov. Especially if I can find a place to get. That's the answer.
Firing a full salvo.
Stand and shoot.
Target eliminated.
Basically perfect hit chance. Alright. And now we can stay in cover and hopefully, if the stiletto gets a shot on our Valkyrie, hopefully it is a backstrike actually.
Firing at enemy 6.
Okay. Engine primitive, second crit. Panicked. Knockdown. Injury is resisted, but that is good. And also when he stands back up, he's going to have more or less no chance to actually hit anyone. I think I moved to engage with the Marsden. Same deal. Stiletto might overheat, might choose not to fire because of heat. The Marsden has nothing stopping it from firing every single round.
Roger.
Cool. And we draw fire from the Marsden, which is also good.
Losing lots of armor.
Alright, Thunderbolt stands up. Now he does have his full assortment of weapons. But again, standing up after the knockdown,
Holding, Commander. Nothing to see here.
and he shuts down because of the 2 engine crits, making him generate a stupid amount of heat every round. Cool. I'm actually going to take this round then to go and engage the Marsden.
Move order received.
Get the tag online. Yep.
Copy that.
Awesome.
Aye, aye.
I mean, honestly, yeah. We can have our damage side away from the stiletto.
Copy that.
Amazing hit chance. Aim for center.
All weapons. Fire.
Engine destroyed.
That's a kill.
Cool. Now, if engine's destroyed, I'm pretty sure that means whatever core it was running is also destroyed, so that, you know, could be better.
I'm gonna need a medic.
Ooh. I was not expecting that. Well, there's our first scrap of the game, of the playthrough, because that tank is above 35 tons. Now, on the bright side, Scrub survived.
Standing by.
He's mostly damaged from the front, which actually brings his front armor below his back armor. So I absolutely just want to, well, 78%. Yeah. Yeah. Of course we missed the 78%. It's fine. It's fine.
Damage.
I didn't want to hit anyway.
Good to go.
Structure is exposed. Can I get somewhere where I can only fire on and be fired on by the Marsden? No. No. If the Valkyrie wants to shoot somebody, it has to be the stiletto. That's too dangerous. So we're gonna
On my way. Double time.
sprint and hide behind rocks. Ow. Yep. Fair. Very fair. Yeah. The Marsden's open in the front, so that I move into position,
Location confirmed.
shoot the Marsden. Only the tag hit the open position. Nice. There we go. Beautiful.
Acknowledged.
That's exactly what I wanted to see for my Valkyrie.
Firing on
Kill.
target.
Kill.
Target
Okay.
neutralized.
So, now we have just the stiletto. Ouch. So, Legionnaire's open, but that's
Reporting
fine.
internal damage.
It's fine. We still have the LBX, so we will take that shot. Yeah. See if the machine gun will unjam.
Firing on rear arc.
I'm here.
And if this kills, we win, so I'm definitely going to drop the combat shield and hope that we do some work. Alright, fair enough.
Let's hit him hard.
The Valkyrie cannot backstrike, and so we will run. Again, if we're getting shot in the back, I don't think it's that. Oh, wait. The Valkyrie doesn't have much back armor, does it? Nope. Well,
Good to go.
if the Vedette doesn't move, the Stiletto's more likely to target it. Yeah, Vigilance. Shoot it in the back.
I copy. Orders?
Not enough. Yeah, the only backstrike location for melee is exactly where our commander is standing. But that's fine.
10-4.
It's fine. How much does it... No.
I got you.
Ah, so close. We are very, very close. Ooh. Okay. He did shoot at the Valkyrie.
My internals are
He-
defeating.
He did open the arm. Okay.
Aye, aye.
That's fine. I am totally fine with that. All we have is the punch. The rack is down.
Understood.
Let's go. Come on, you're killing me. Okay.
It's go time.
Yeah, our Valkyrie just kind of needs to get out. Just go. Just go.
Double time. Let's go.
We've already lost one unit. I don't feel like needing to piece another one together.
Yep.
Okay. We have to sprint if we want to be in optimal range. 28.8 versus 13.8. Wait. Ooh. Oh. There we go.
You got it.
Come on.
10-4.
Finish him.
I'm here.
He is tagged. The Vedette now has a turn. The Vedette cannot get an optimal range.
Roger.
But is it enough? Also, our Legionnaire's rack is still jammed, so...
Roger that.
Oof. Alright. What are you doing, bub? 3 medium lasers on the Panther. That's fine. The large didn't land.
Standing by.
Okay. Let's try this again. It's alright. It's fine.
Let's get this.
Hey, the rack unjammed. Okay. Also, we can now...
Going full speed.
come back in. Oh boy, this is the only activation before the stiletto gets to go. Unless I offensive push. So I'm going to.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
So now we have 2 activations before the stiletto goes.
That didn't hit.
Confirmed.
Yeah, if I had been paying attention to that, oh wow. That's not ideal. Yeah, I genuinely can't get behind him, huh? Nope. Alright, so we have 1 chance to kill him. 1 chance to kill him before he activates. Please? Please? Not enough. No, I'm literally better off reserving and hoping that he just doesn't kill anyone.
Aye, aye.
He did nothing. He did absolutely nothing. I can't melee him from the back, but I can shoot him with the rack, and that will do. That will do nicely. .9 or 2.8. Why?
Position confirmed.
Is it? That's weird. Okay, 30.4. That's more what I was expecting.
I'm on it.
Still not dead. But we now also have the Panther.
Affirmative.
And
Copy that.
lower leg destroyed. Tagged.
Reporting. Critical hit.
Hot damn. Let's do this.
Okay. The Valkyrie. The hero Valkyrie. Okay, so I can either fire from behind the Panther, optimal range, or I can fire closer, but more importantly, my hit chance is already terrible, so I can offensive push to lower his initiative. And if I do happen to hit...
Putting 1 in the back.
Standing by.
Alright, so now he's turn 3, which means our Legionnaire with its rack 5 goes first. Yeah, once again within minimum range, but
Roger.
that's fine. It's fine.
Locking in. All weapon systems.
Okay, left arm, left torso, punch out. Beautiful. That thing's engine core's on the ground.
Mission successful.
Alright, so we get paid very well. 1.7 million. Unfortunately, the Myrmidon, which didn't make it. Yeah, it had like so little armor missing, but clustered all to the same side. I'm sure during editing I'll see whether or not I could have done anything about it and either feel, you know, vindicated or stupid. Anyway, Scrub's alive, and sadly our scrap above is 35 tons, so when we get back to the mech bay, the Myrmidon gets scrapped. And yeah, the Valkyrie, despite dropping with next to no armor left, did good. If I had 112, I could take the Stiletto. It only has a 280 core. I would have loved to have that Stiletto. Oh, multi-track. Interesting. Pharaoh, Indo, double heatsink kit, light engine, 280 core, ER mediums. Yeah. But I can't because I only have 2.8. Or 2.9. AC-10 precision ammo is cool. 3 evasion ignore. Then the Marsden's too heavy. So, yep. This symbol. And the Thunderbolt is 65 tons. But it is primitive. Do I want to take a primitive heavy mech? I don't think I do, honestly. To get it to not be terrible, I'd have to replace all of the cockpit components as well as the engine. That's an ask. Oh, also, I didn't even look at how many salvage I'd need, but I probably didn't have enough. Wow, words. I think I genuinely... Ooh, ER large laser blaze fire. 840 meters. 45 damage plus minus 10. So it can do up to 55 pinpoint. That's pretty good. Also on vehicles, it can replace a lot of things. A pair of ER mediums is also actually totally a good idea. I currently have a lack of medium lasers, and ER mediums are just good. 480 meter max range, solid damage, low tonnage. The biggest limiting factor there is... I'm going to take the light engine, though. That's something that will find its way into one of my builds, if not now, then before too long. I mean, I think I take the ER medium lasers. I'm not even joking. I think that's the play. Alright, we get a Zukov part. We get LRM 15, medium lasers, in addition to our ER medium lasers. 4 machine guns. I can actually make use of that. Assuming I have or can buy the ammo. Machine guns are good. SRM 2, cool. The light engine we picked, AC-10 ammo, we didn't have any, so I'll hold on to it. And SRM times 4 ammo. Alright, I'm happy with that. Alright, so I'm actually going to click the no button here. Basically, I plan to rebuild the Legionnaire right now. I might rebuild the Panther at least a little bit right now. The Valkyrie didn't have full armor to start with, so it would only have repaired back to the armor it had. I need to scrap the Myrmidon, which I want to look real quick. Yeah, we had lost 31 armor from the turret. We had lost 17 armor from the front. And the right side just got shredded with 145 pinpoint. But, c'est la vie. As per our rules, the 40-tonner gets scrapped. Goodbye. You served us well. And, yeah, I think I will... Well, let me go to the store. So before I conclude this episode, I'm going to the store. I'm picking up this 320. Yeah, 320. Right. The 315 was the previous financial report. Right. In any case, immediately dropping that into the Legionnaire. Repair all. Yep. I already know exactly what I'm doing with the build, so... Clan Indo frees up a lot of slots, which lets us drop in the 7-ton hatchet and the TSM. Then, we are able to use the reactive plating, drop the Rack 5 and the Rack 5 ammo, put in the cockpit clan so that we have +1 piloting, which hopefully makes our melee attacks more reliable. Then, we have 3 tons left. How much is the Beagle probe, actually? 2? Awesome. Okay, we now have a Beagle probe to counter ECM stealth and give us night vision. There is no longer a circumstance where we have massive penalties. Well, I mean, it only negates stealth by 1 and ECM by 1. So we could still have no sensors, but we have night vision, so dropping this thing at night, it'll still be able to do its job. In the weapons department, we are going to slap that Rack 10 Risk in. It has no minimum range, maximum range 600 meters. I am curious to see what happens, but it is worth noting that the stability damage per shot fired is reduced by piloting, which means the +1 piloting from the cockpit is going to give us the best possible outcome. We'll see if that is a good outcome or if this was overly ambitious. But worst case scenario, we, replace it with, I don't know, AC-20, 100 damage pinpoint. The Gauss rifle is going to have a minimum range, so... Yeah, anyway. So this is this. We have 30 shots. So if we're firing ×2, then we could fire for 15 rounds. And ×2 is the point where we don't have recoil and don't have penalty to accuracy. But if we go all in, we can only go all in 5 rounds. But it will almost certainly jam. At ×6, we are looking at a 36% jam chance. I don't care that we have a battle computer jam. We'll probably jam. So, the reactive plating gives us damage reduction to missiles and area of effect. But I don't know. Yeah. Ugh. Okay. The other option is if we put the Clan Pharaoh on. Oh, the engine core. The reason we have the tonnage to do that. Yeah, that. That's why. Okay. I was gonna say, I didn't think it was that far. Yeah, so even with the 320 instead of the 315, we're still able to armor up a lot. And I think I'll drop tonnage off of the legs. And... oh yeah, we got hit in the head. Honestly, if it's dealing 60 damage, then it's probably doing more than 60 damage. If it's doing 50 damage, it's probably doing 50 or less. So having 41 or 51 on the head between armor and structure should be good. And then that lets us keep more armor on the front. Honestly, I'd like to have it maxed. 95, 95. Okay. 150 center. And 60. Just holding on shift to do 1 point at a time. There we go. We have reactive plating, so the through armor crit chance is massively negated. And then we have case 2 in case something gets through and causes our volatile ammo bin to explode. So we should be safe. This should be very amazing. Also, we have 1 ton left. We have 1 ton left. I need to get the AMS flare off of... yeah, so we're at 27 days, 416.5. I'm going to do this again off camera between episodes, but I will go and grab the... but that's the plan. That's how we're doing that. And then I'm going to just go through and basically repair, refit, get everything else good to go. Yeah, AMS flare, 1 ton bolt on. Done. So we have... until we find something better to go in that slot. We have AMS in addition to the reduced damage. But, like I said, I'll do that off camera. So yeah, next week we're going to have a lot of work to do. But we've got 1.2 million, which is enough for the extravagant financial report, the 350,000 for the Legionnaire. And then that leaves almost 500,000 to refit everything else. So yeah, look forward to that next week. For now, that's been your episode of Roguetech for the day. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, have a good one.